It is to the credit of Thomas Jefferson, a man of rare enlightenment, that he gave this prophet, who adopted some Christian and especially Quaker elements, his official blessing. However, the direct contact between an advanced capitalist civilization and animist peoples was still too rare to produce many of those prophetic and millennial movements which have become so typical of the 20th century. The expansionist movement of Protestant sectarianism differs from that of Islam in that it was almost entirely confined to the countries of developed capitalist civilization. Its extent cannot be measured, for some movements of this kind, for instance, German Pietism or English evangelicalism, remained within the framework of their respective established state churches. However, its size is not in doubt. In 1851, roughly half the Protestant worshippers in England and Wales attended religious services other than those of the established church. This extraordinary triumph of the sects was the result, in the main, of religious developments since 1790, or more precisely since the last years of the Napoleonic Wars. Thus, in 1790, the Wesleyan Methodists had only 59,000 communicant members in the UK. In 1850, they and their various offshoots had something like 10 times that number. In the United States, a very similar process of mass conversion multiplied the number of Baptists, Methodists, and, to a lesser extent, Presbyterians at the relative expense of the formerly dominant churches. By 1850, almost three-quarters of all churches in the US of A belonged to these three denominations. The disruption of established churches, the secession and rise of sects, also marks the religious history of this period in Scotland, the Great Disruption of 1843, the Netherlands, Norway, and other countries. The reasons for the geographical and social limits of Protestant sectarianism are evident. Roman Catholic countries provided no scope for and tradition of public sects. There, the equivalent break with the established church or the dominant religion was more likely to take the form of mass de-Christianization, especially among the men, than of schism.